Just a robot.
Many people have talked about Goku vs. Superman. They covered their strength, speed, durability, destructive force, and more. But almost no one talks about their equipment, and I thought it would be interesting to do a video about that. Now just to be clear, this is a Goku and Superman that are completely equally matched. They have the same powers, weaknesses, and transformations. All their stats are completely even their intelligence and skill. The only thing that could give either one an edge in this fight is their equipment. Now some of the equipment Goku and Superman have do cancel each other out. Superman has a time machine, not that he needs it, he can just fly around the Earth so fast he can make it go backwards in time. Never really made any sense to me, but whatever. But Goku also has a time machine, so they kind of cancel each other out. Some of their equipment would be completely worthless in a fight, like Superman's Phantom Zone projector. Goku could just instant transmission right out of it. Superman's gravity gun would also not be very useful, because of all the gravity training Goku did.
Gravity gun. Hard to stay in the air? I just increased your personal gravity 500 times.
Considering that Vegeta mentioned 150 times gravity couldn't even slow him down, and that was at the start of Super, I'm pretty sure 500 times gravity would do pretty much nothing to Goku. Let's start off with some of Goku's weaker equipment, the Power Pole and the Flying Nimbus. I've been told that the Flying Nimbus can go at hypersonic speeds, and the Power Pole can extend all the way to the moon. This would give Goku a slight edge in the fight, but they're no match for the Supermobile.
So in Action Comics number 480, when a red star goes supernova and fills the galaxy with its rays, Superman is powerless against the attacks of a Mazo. He designed the Supermobile to have the same powers as himself, and even a few more. It can fly, it has super strength, super breath, a conveniently labeled section of supervisions, which include a switch for normal vision for some reason.
Now, some of you may be thinking, the Power Pole can just rip right through the Supermobile, can it? Well, the Supermobile is actually made out of Supermanium. No, I did not make that up.
Supermanium was discovered in the heart of a mighty star, and named by, well, Superman. He's used the super metal to create nearly indestructible things like the door to his Fortress of Solitude, a prison to hold Brainiac, and even the Supermobile, a highly advanced tactical vehicle allowing him to operate under a red sun. Even cutting it on an atomic level proved impossible at first.
Now, unfortunately, we don't know how strong the Power Pole is, but I'm pretty sure it's not as strong as the Z-Sword.
Alright, here it comes!
Now keep in mind, that's no mere metal the Z-Sword was striking. That was the strongest metal in Dragon Ball Z.
That is the hardest known metal in the universe. It's called Kachin.
Oh, Kachin.
But maybe Kachin is stronger than Supermanium. However, Supermanium was found in the heart of a star. And while we don't exactly know what Kachin is, many fans think it's found in the center of a neutron star. So I'm gonna give Kachin the benefit of the doubt and say it's as strong as Supermanium. Oh, and before someone brings up the platform from the Tournament of Power, that was made out of Kachin, which is even stronger. So after comparing their weapons and vehicles, Superman takes this. But what about poison? Believe it or not, Superman does carry poison on him.
I understand now what the world wants. What it needs.
Ow! Something bit me!
Hit you! Do something! Do what? He's poisoned the zoo, the buggers won't out!
Unfortunately, as far as I know, Goku has never used poison in a fight. So it looks like Goku stands no chance against Superman. Unless, of course, he uses the Senzu Beans. One Senzu Bean can fully recover Goku. Superman does have a few healing items of his own, but as far as I know, none of them are quite as good or quite as famous as the Senzu Beans. So that's a point for Goku. But know what's even better than something that can heal you? Something that can help you not take any damage at all. Goku once put on an artificial version of the Advanced Saiyan armor. It can withstand high levels of gravity, heat, and ki blast. But unfortunately, it doesn't protect your neck and face. You know, the two places you should protect the most? At least it covers the rest of the body. Superman has a suit that protects his entire body and was used to fight against a living star.
I will eat your son.
A lot more than the heat that was inside the hyperbolic time chamber. And one beam attack from Cell ripped right through the armor while Trunks was wearing it. While I do think Cell is a solar system buster, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even putting 1% of his power into that attack. So I guess Superman wins in the armor category, but what about summons? Superman does have an army of robots to help him out, but they're absolutely no match for Shenron, and they're especially outclassed by Super Shenron and Zeno. So I guess if Goku had the Super Dragon Balls or the Zeno button, he would win with ease. Some of you may bring up Mr. Mxyzptlk, but I don't think Superman can summon him whenever he wants. At least as far as I know. Maybe I missed something. And I can't really think of any other summons Superman has. And no, calling up your friends to help is not summoning. But Superman does have one thing that might give him the victory.
One of my favorite examples has to be Superman's confrontation with Darkseid at the end of Final Crisis. At this point in the story, the multiverse is crumbling, and Superman is stranded on the final corner of existence, building a machine that can fix all of it. Unfortunately, he's met by Darkseid's true disembodied form, who wants to end Superman for good and close the book on the multiverse forever. But Superman just responds with this. The worlds of the multiverse vibrate together, Darkseid, and make this sound. Like an orchestra. Everything's just vibrations, really. And counter vibrations that cancel them out. Darkseid always hated music.
Keep in mind, that weapon did not kill Darkseid. That killed the true form of Darkseid. According to the DC Multiverse map, he's the god of a higher dimension, which is here. So if Superman has a weapon that can kill something like the true form of Darkseid, shouldn't it be able to kill someone like Zeno or Super Shenron? Well, it's hard to say. Zeno was able to kill Infinite Zamasu, who was so powerful he merged with the Dragon Ball Super universe, if not all 12 universes, or was it 13, I forget. And he was starting to merge with other timelines. But at this point, we're now talking about Zeno and Super Shenron versus the true form of Darkseid, and it's no longer about Goku and Superman's equipment. Now, some of you may bring up the Blood Waves machine from Dragon Ball GT, all the various lantern rings Superman has put on, the fusion earrings, the Sword of Superman, and a lot of you will bring up Cosmic Armored Superman. But instead of putting them in this video, I'm going to put them in my all versions of Goku versus all versions of Superman video. Is there any piece of equipment Goku and Superman have used that I didn't put in this video? Tell me in the comments section down below. And yes, I am going to be making all versions of Superman versus all versions of Goku eventually. My eyes have seen the glory of the cleansing of YouTube, debunking SJWs and feminazis too. We criticize reactionists in hopes they get the boot. Just the robot marches on.